You've heard the hoopla, you've seen the TikToks, but is it true? Can you really live this life of luxury? Can you live like a king, essentially, in Thailand for the amount of money where you really couldn't even survive in America? Well, today, me and you are both gonna go see for ourselves. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here in Jomtien Beach, Pattaya, Thailand. And of course, when anybody comes to Thailand, no matter what your plans are, you're gonna need a place to live, right? Well, we've all heard that the cost of living in Thailand is much cheaper. And if you're in a place that maybe a little bit older or smaller, it makes sense that it would be cheaper. But you might be surprised at what you can actually get for your budget. So today we are here at Skypark Lucean, right here in Jomtien. It's right off of Soi 5 area. So you're close to immigration. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna check out a few of the layouts. The building is still in development, but they've got a beautiful showroom. We'll go inside. I'll show you guys a few different rooms for a few different budgets. And of course, these are all available for purchase. So let's go check it out. Okay, so starting off here, we're gonna start kind of at the bottom with the smallest, cheapest option in all reality, and then we'll work our way up through pretty much everything this new development has to offer here in Jomtien. So this is the studio starting offer. Now, this is gonna be a pretty big development, so you're gonna have quite a few options when it comes to layouts or sizes of the rooms, but the one they have laid out here is the studio starting out at 32 square meters, which is pretty big for a studio. A lot of the time, especially now, most of the places you're gonna look at are gonna be probably around 28 to 30 square meters. So right off the rip, it is much bigger. It's bigger than my condo, that's for sure. And things are a little bit different. Like if you look right here in front of me, so instead of the normal balcony, which some of these units will have as well, this one is kind of like a French style balcony where you can still open up these windows and everything. One nice thing about that, let's say you're only in Thailand, a certain amount of time per year, when you do leave, you can close all this up and you don't got to worry about your furniture or anything like that getting destroyed. So that is really nice. And another thing that I like about this spot is the way they do the layout. It just makes it feel even bigger, which is super cool. A lot of the times with the studios now, unfortunately, it can kind of feel like you're in a shoebox. And another thing to mention, any of these like fixtures and stuff like that, especially when you're talking about purchasing a place, since the building is still in development, you're gonna have a lot of options when it comes to that stuff. If you're like, oh, I don't like the door handles, or maybe you don't like this paneling on the wall, there's gonna be a lot of room for you to move things around the way that you like. Another really cool feature about this showroom is, check this out. So what we can do is, we've got the view right here behind us, and this will be the view. So let's say that you get a room on the 20th floor at noon. We can go ahead and switch that up. So that will be what your view is. And then we can also go here. Let's go floor 60 in the morning. Super beautiful. You're gonna have some great options in this location, but we'll get into that more as well as prices towards the end of the video. Let's go check out the next room. Okay, so here we are coming into the one bedroom. These are gonna be around 41 square meters. There's a few things about this room that I like a lot. One, nice big kitchen. Also, built-in burners, which aren't honestly really common in Thailand. Another one, there is plenty of room for maybe not an American full-size fridge, but definitely bigger than your standard Thailand fridge. So coming through, the layout in this one is kind of unique too, not a lot of places. When you first come in, you walk through the kitchen right here, flip this around, boom, and that kind of puts you right in the living room. Then you've got the bedroom off here to your left. Bathroom will be immediately on your left right when you come in. Sorry if this is a little blinky, I will do my best to fix it. So nice big bathroom as well, super cool, like Western style showers, which is becoming more and more common here in Thailand. But my favorite thing about this particular unit is this is something that's very unique. Just like how the other place had the kind of French style balcony, this one does as well. So you come out and it's got the, big glass door. You've got the windows in front of you that you can open, but you've also got the tub where you can sit, get a soak in, relax, check out the beach, you or your lady, hopefully. And like we said in the previous unit, remember, if there's any of these things that you don't like, whether you don't like maybe how the furniture is laid out or anything like that, maybe you don't like the tub out there, I'm sure these are all things that can be talked about and negotiated, which is one nice thing when you're purchasing while the development is being built. Gives you a lot more options, kind of set things up to how you like them. So that is it for the one bedroom, and now to the coup de grace, my favorite, obviously the biggest, most expensive. We're gonna head over and check out the 2-bedroom. So last but certainly not least, here we are in the 2-bedroom. Now this place is massive, 86 square meters, way too much space for me. Not to say that I wouldn't enjoy it, but this place has got a few quirky little layout things that I really like, kind of sets it apart from a lot of condos I looked at here in Thailand. We'll just walk through, I'll explain some of the things that I see, some of the things that I like, as well as things that you might be able to change or things that you enjoy as well. So right when you walk in, this is the front door behind me. Walk in, we've got the kitchen right here. Same thing as the other units, very big kitchen, very Western. This one actually has a 4-burner stovetop, which is pretty cool. And another thing that's very unique, there's space for an oven. If you spend any time in Thailand, you'll know, but if not, ovens are very rare here. You very rarely see any ovens, especially in condos. And of course, plenty of space for a nice, huge fridge. I don't even know how to open this thing. It's so high-tech and new. Then coming in, you hang a right here, and here we are in the 2nd bathroom, guest bathroom, whatever you want to call it. So no tub in this one, which is honestly pretty standard for Thailand, but still nice, very big shower, tall enough for me to actually stand under, which is very nice. And then straight across from there, we have the 2nd bedroom. Right now, they have it set up as a kid's bedroom, but of course you could set this up as office, guest bedroom, whatever. When the mother-in-law's in town, you can have her set up over here. It's actually pretty big for a secondary bedroom. Then coming out, walking straight out into the living room, which is, it's huge. You can see another thing that I like about these places is they essentially all have floor to ceiling windows, which is great, especially if you're paying for that beachfront view. That's something you want to be able to see, right? Huge entertainment set, plenty of space to store all your DVDs if you're still on that wave. And like I said, I'm sure a lot of this is completely up to you, especially when it comes to the furniture and stuff. Obviously, you can get all that set up how you want. Everything, this beautiful chandelier, if you're not into that, you could get that changed. That brings us right here into the kind of dining More communal space if you don't want the big dining table. Of course, maybe you could set up some more chairs or anything over here. And walking over here, this is very unique. This is monstrous. I've never seen one this big. This is actually the patio. So you can see I've lived in apartments smaller than this patio. Same thing, kind of French style. You can pop open the windows right here. I don't know if they have the option to change them in this one, but super big patio. You could set that up. There, you got a lot of options with that. Then continuing on right here, we've got the master bedroom. So this layout is kind of deceiving. At first you might be like, oh, it's kind of small, but then it actually loops around back here. Plenty more storage, desk, place for your TV, nice big bed. I'm pretty sure this is a king bed and it fits in here, no problem. Same thing, huge, beautiful floor to ceiling windows. And then walk it over to the bathroom. Same thing, got this nice gray walls, which I really like, very modern. His and her sinks, which is great, so you can let your beautiful wife kind of take this one over. You don't have to worry about that. Same thing, nice big modern shower. And I'm sure this is an option, but got a nice tub tucked away in the corner right here. One thing that's very not common here in Thailand is bathtubs. And of course you got the peek through window, however you decide to use that. There's actually another one right here. So this place is massive, over 80 square meters, which is huge. This would be great for a couple, or maybe you're a budding family, you got space for the kids, got space for the family when they come over. So you got a lot of options. I'm sure you could change a lot of things in here. Get it set up how you like, the way that works best for you. And like we said, it's just another bonus to buying something that's still in development. So after all this, I'm betting you want to know, well, what do these cost? All right, guys, so this is Ramon from Elite Properties. They are my point of contact for anything, as well as you. So he's going to answer some questions for us. I know there's a few things that you guys have left in the comments, especially when it comes to purchasing a property in Thailand. It can be a little more intricate than renting. Renting's pretty straightforward. So I guess first things first, with the studio, the 1 bedroom, and the one we're in right now, the 2 bedroom, what could people expect to pay for each one?
Okay, so let's start with the studio. The showroom that you showed was around 32 square meters, but they actually have a smaller one at 28 square meters. That starts at around 4.1.
4.1 million baht.
That's correct.
Okay. And I'll put all those conversions up on screen for you guys so you can know what that is in US dollars.
Okay.
Cool.
And then for the 1 bedroom, 40 square meter, you're looking to pay somewhere around 5.9 million baht starting. And then as the floors go higher, of course, the prices go up.
Sure. Yeah, and it depends on view and stuff, I'm sure, which side of the building you're on.
Mhm.
Okay. And then 2 bedroom.
Now this one, the 2 bedroom, actually this one's my favorite.
Me too.
86 square meter, you're looking to pay 12.5 million baht for it.
I'm trying to do that math in my head. I don't think it's going to happen. You guys know I'm not the greatest at the conversions. I always get them wrong. So, and when do they expect to have the development finished?
Okay, so the construction of Skypark Lucean is going to begin next year. They're going to have everything finished by 3rd quarter of 2026.
That's fast. And I'm assuming they'll probably do like 1 or 2 buildings at a time, so that you'll be able to get into some units before the others.
Yes, that's correct. They're trying to build. There will be 2 phases. There will be phase 1 first, which is building A and building B, and then building C will start. They will launch it a little bit later next year.
So, and let's say I decide I like the 1 bedroom. I want to go ahead and start the buying process. About how long could I expect from contacting you to be ready to move in, roughly?
Okay, so if you, let's say, purchasing the property, the first thing you'll need is you'll need your passport for your ID, okay? And for a property like the studio or the 1 bedroom, the booking fee is around 100,000 Thai baht.
Okay.
So roughly around 2.7 USD, somewhere like that.
Yeah.
And within the next 14 days, you'll have a contract signing payment, which is around 20%. So that's all you need to pay for now. You sign the contract, you have the right to purchase the property,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And then once they start building, then the installment payments start to happen.
Essentially works the same way as a mortgage in the States. You put a certain amount up front, and then you'll have a payment, I'm assuming monthly after that.
Yeah, what's interesting with this project though, this is probably the best payment terms that you can get in Pattaya, okay? Because they do the payments when they complete building.
Oh, wow.
So per stage, let's say they finish the foundation first, then you make a payment. Then they build the first 10 floors, then you make a payment.
Okay.
So you're only putting out money when you see that they're building a
And once
project.
things are getting done.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so the other things is when you're buying property in Thailand, you can own it in foreign name. So if you're a foreigner looking to buy in, you can actually have it in the title deed under your name.
Okay.
Unlike houses and land can be owned by Thais. There's another way of like company setups for that.
Sure.
But for condominiums, you can have it under your name.
Right, that's one of the biggest differences. Getting a house or especially land here can be super complicated, if at all. But when it comes to condos, just like anything else, if you've got the money, money talks, it tends to be generally a much easier process from what I understand.
And freehold as well, so you own the property. It's not leasehold over a period of time.
Right.
You own it forever.
You'll see some people out there saying, oh, well, you can, buy land, but really the way that works is you're doing these long-term leases and you never really own it. So that's something that's much different when it comes to condos.
That's right. That's why it's a very attractive investment for some foreigners, because they can actually own the property and, they get all the facilities here in Pattaya.
Right.
Enjoy the beach, enjoy all the amenities of the city.
Sure.
Okay, so one more thing that I would add is about the location of the property. I think it's very key because Jomtien is like the up and coming town here in Pattaya. So you've got Pattaya that's already pretty much built out, and then now in Jomtien you've got newer developments like the Riviera and the Copacabana here. So Lucean Skypark is going to be a very interesting development to add into that mix.
100%. And I really like this spot too, because you guys know I'm in Jomtien. I'm a little farther down the beach. One nice thing about this location specifically is you're kind of right in the middle of central Pattaya, and you're very close to Pratumnak right here, which is definitely one of the nicer beaches in Pattaya. And then down towards where I am in Jomtien, gets a little bit quieter, but same thing that goes hand in hand with that is the facilities kind of thin out a little bit. Here, you're kind of right in the middle of everything. If you're coming from the west, plenty of restaurants. Anything that's not going to be offered on the property here, which doesn't really seem like much, is going to be very close by. So the location at least checks all the boxes for me. And you're especially when it comes to transportation and stuff like that, you're right on Second Road, you're right on Beach Road for the bot bus if you do want to go farther into Jomtien. So that does work out really well. All right, guys, so that is Skypark Lucean here in Jomtien Beach. Of course, like we said, if you do have any questions, if you want to come in and check out the showroom, see what they have to offer, feel free to shoot me an email if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to put you in contact with Ramon in Elite Properties. I will also have their information linked below. And like we always say, hope you guys have a great day. Catch you in the next one.